Hey folks, welcome back to Biscuits Total War. This is Biscuits giving you another online commentary for Rome Total War. In today's battle, we've got a nice little 2 versus 2. Some of my favourite battles get played as 2 versus 2 because the games are quick, the games are short, and it doesn't involve a lot of teamwork to make sure that you win. Now, what I've done here, I bought the good old Spartans, well I say the Spartans, I bought the Greeks, but I pretty much just bought 20 units of Spartans. And we're going to do a 2 versus 2 against these guys. Now, it's always tricky doing Greece in a 2 versus 2 because you need to make sure that your ally supports you. If your ally doesn't support you or doesn't get really good cav charges in, often Spartans can be isolated and absolutely surrounded and just devastated. So, quite interesting to see how this one will pan out. The reason being, the guy that I'm playing up against, or with even, is a guy called Surena. Now, I never played this person before. I think this person is relatively new to 31k. Hopefully he or she might be watching this channel, watching this video. If they are, then thanks a lot for taking part in the replay. Thanks a lot for taking part in the actual game. It's always great playing new 31k players. So if you're in the lobby, you want to try 31k, if you see one of us online, give us a shout. I'm sure we'll let you join so you can get used to 31k. Anyway, he's gone for, or she's gone for 6 Praetorian Cav and 14 Urbans. It's a nice standard build. And I've just gone for 20 gold attack Spartans. The only thing I'm going to do with my Spartans is just charge them straight into these Urbans and try and do a lot of damage. Now, in the formation that I've got some guys in a loose formation to try and act as a peeler screen. Then I've got 1, 2, 3 lines of infantry. My logic being, the first 2 lines will attack forward. The third line will try and hold back just in case I get isolated. And then these guys, these 4 little Spartans here, they're really going to be used for just wherever I need to put them. Let's have a look at the enemy. Now the enemy, a guy called 8ball. 8ball is not part of a clan, but he's a good 31k player. I've played him a few times online, and if you're going to stay tuned to my channel, either the next video or the video after that, we've got a cracking battle with 8ball where he uses Pontus and he gets some really good kills. So guys, if you want to see more 8ball, stay tuned for the channel because you'll see some more videos in the near future. Really good battle. I apologise if I've already put up his video, but I do know that later on we have got a great game of 8ball coming up. Anyway, he's gone for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Praetorian Cav, 3 archers. The archers that really to gun down my Spartans, followed by a bunch of infantry. And then we've got a guy called Chaos from the IoW clan. He's got a 6 Praetorian Cav and 14 Urban. So he's going to pretty much mirror exactly what the Julii I have brought. So let's kickstart this. Now, because I've seen these Spartans over here, these archers over here, what I'm going to do, I'm going to peel off these 4 Spartans at the back here and send them over here to try and chase down these archers and also try and snag up maybe some of this Praetorian Cav. I'm also going to send a little message to my ally here to send, or ask him to send 2 or 3 Cav units, to go and support my army over here. I'm pretty sure of my 4 Spartans, maybe a couple of his Cav units, we should be able to really snag up this entire section of this army, so I can really just charge in all of my infantry into these guys here. So, as you can see, I'm going to run them in, run them in. I've always a bit of micromanagement over here, trying to make sure that these archers don't get behind my lines and gun down my Spartans, because my Spartans will be vulnerable against arrow fire from their rear. But I don't really care about that because these Spartans, they should be able to, maybe not outrun them, but they will get pretty damn close to these units. So we can see this Spartan's going over here, that Spartan's going over there, these 2 Spartans are going over here. And all I'm trying to do is just really snag up these archers, make sure the Praetorian Cav here is being isolated, and that will give me time to really charge in these units. So first 2 lines of urban cohorts have been routed. I'm now going to charge in the rest of my Spartans here. Now what will happen is 8ball is going to drop his guys into guard mode and also put into Studo, which is fine by me. So I'm going to take my guys out of guard mode and then just aggressively push forward to my Spartans. Now what will happen is these first 2 lines here, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 Spartans. I'm just going to push forward. Then what I'm going to do, the last line of Spartans, I'm going to stop them from attacking aggressively and then turn them around, because what will happen is you can see all of these units now going to come around the back here and isolate and surround my guys. Now what should happen here, Surena really needs to send in these infantry guys to come and support me, because I'm well and truly will be isolated. What I'm going to do, I'm going to turn these Spartans around and make sure that my rear is going to be nice and supported, just in case this Praetorian Cav come into attack. So as you can see, in comes the Praetorian Cav. They're going to get impaled upon my Spartans. I'm going to press down backspace a few times to make sure my pikes are down, and just really hope that I can hold my ground. Now in comes 8-Ball and Chaos. They're going to really try and isolate and surround my guys. At this stage, I'm screaming, I'm shouting at my ally here to come and send in his infantry units to come and attack. I really want to make sure that this snag, this kind of flank doesn't get destroyed whilst I hold down on my Spartans over here. And whilst they're being held down, I'm going to push forward to my Spartans here and just try and finish up as many of these urbans as I possibly can. So really close battle here, as you can see. Spartans really gunning down these units. Chaos is now going to come in with another cav charge right into the rear of these Spartans here, which again is just trying to break my little encirclement. Really, I'm praying for these Praetorian Cav to come and support. It's really been me versus these two guys at this stage. He's coming in with a cav strike, but the cav strike, there we go, it needs to come in here, and he's managed to do that eventually, and that's going to cause a nice little rout here. So now that he's done that, what the Julii player needs to do is engage the rest of his infantry units, maybe get his Praetorian Cav around the side here, and just finish off these urbans. So 8-Ball has now been mass routed here, and that's because you managed to get the Praetorian Cav to act as the hammer upon my anvil and cause a nice little mass rout. Now that I've done that, what I need to do is lift up these pikes here, send all my pikes in here to go and assist my ally. Now my ally needs to play a bit more aggressively, maybe send in some units here, and maybe with these units just send them round the back here and just really isolate them. I'm going to send in all my pikes here. I've lifted up my pikes. Once I get my pikes into the urbans, I'm going to drop down, hit F, hit the backspace, and just push forward. Now in comes the Praetorian Cav. It's going to try straight through the centre here, try and finish off all of those urbans here, pretty much rout them all off. And you can see all of these general units are pretty snagged here. They're trying to go into Testudo, they're trying to go into guard mode, but they're not really going to be able to do much because all of these urbans, all of the Praetorian Cav, and my Spartans are now finally snagged into these guys. So let's just double speed this and finish off this battle. So all of these urbans have been isolated. The general has now been routed. There's very little that they can do. Just going to pile in with those Spartans, one last little charge, and that's it. That's pretty much GG to us. So well played with my ally there. He could have probably come in to assist a bit quicker, a bit faster. If we'd been able to do that a bit quicker, I'm sure you might have been able to sneak in a heroic victory. But let's have a look at the kill count. I've gotten 1,500 kills, my ally got in 1,000, Chaos 600, and 8-Ball 700 kills. So let's have a look at the kill count. Again, all of my kills are done by the Spartans. Spartans did really well against them. And Surena managed to get a nice little cav charge, and that really managed to save my bacon at the end of the day. If that cav charge had come in a bit slower, I'm pretty sure I would have been isolated and mass routed. But well played to Surena. Again, I hope that guy enjoyed playing 31k with us. Hopefully we get to see him soon in more videos on my channel. In the meantime guys, as always, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next for the next installment of Biscuits Total War. All the best and thanks for watching. Bye now.